This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Shift.
Deep driven.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Go. 60 outlaw.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
56 is the mark.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get ready. Under 261, matchbox lights. Now.
On the draw, this is Barkley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
On the ready.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Bravo.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Come on, fellas.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Haskins will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17 after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the whip. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Throws right side, and that's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Complete to number 88. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Single. Tighten up.
General West. Snap.
Back to throw. Jones. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
56.
A final shot before break. Jones. is going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. A run by Barkley, going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long
Go.
It's going to be a long
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones operating from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Our time. It's our time. He's coming. Double up.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 27-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Check 56. All day, dog. Joker.
They turn to Scarlett again. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Set. 56. Let's go. Hatchet. Hatchet. Move on quickly. Out. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Barkley. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ready? 15. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Jones now off the bootleg. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 18.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Looking to throw. Jones. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On first down, this is Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check 50. Truck. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Check 37. Check 37. 49. Check.
Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check it out, read.
To try again after the sack. Haskins, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Haskins. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Second and 2. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got some space here. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On second and 9, Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Check.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
That's the score. Redskins 27, Giants 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Looking to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
Even. 4 down.
You draw Corker. Hey, Zoo. Yo, fast, get it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Kill. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go. He's not going to get me. 56.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are able to cut into that lead. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Now Jones operating from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 99. Shoot. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. This is Scarlett on the carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here we go with Haskins. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw them.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, and that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
56, check 56. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready. 47, check flag 47. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check this song. Five on. Check 43.
A toss here to Scarlett. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be